now very excited to announce the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh my god, this is amazing!
How are you, bastard?
There's going to be a ton of new features,
this is
10
everything
times
I've
powerful
wanted.
than the Nintendo Switch 1. There's going to be upgrades from games that you've already had on the Switch 1. There's going to be a
save my
new
money for this.
communications
Oh,
button.
we have been saving
and
for this,
This
man.
is the future of Nintendo. And we've also got a new Mario Kart
Oh
game.
my God,
Open
yes!
world.
How weird. How much is it going to cost, man?
Price you can see afterwards. You can check it on the website.
How weird, man. You
It's
got
not
to check
in this
online, man.
presentation. We wanted to focus on other features of the Switch.
Well, I've just checked. It cost around $450.
Well, yeah,
I think.
that's how much it's costing. You know,
It's a bit
inflation
more, but it's
and stuff
okay.
like that.
Why, aye, man. That was expected.
And the games,
you know,
yeah, well, we're going to show
inflation,
you
man.
Mario Kart World. You can check the
Just
website
tell
for
us
the
the
prices
prices of the
afterwards.
games,
Tell
man.
us the prices
And here
of
it
the
is.
game.
Wait, we're
What
not
the
meant to
hell
show
is
that.
this, man?
This is
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yes.
He's definitely smoking
okay.
crack.
$80
Yes,
for
$80.
physical.
Well, it's actually 90 for physical.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
This is freaking ridiculous. I've got 17
It's not our
kids to
fault.
provide
You are
for.
broke.
I can afford all of
And we
these.
have a console for you brokies if you can't afford this
greedy
new one.
pig, man.
Yeah, it's called the Switch One. Jesus.
Nah, he's taking
Flipping
the
hell, can't
piss,
we
man.
sell anything nowadays?
We
Jesus.
related to Jeff Bezos and Elon
We're
Musk,
pricing
man.
games off a
just
game-by-game
told us,
basis. How much
I've got
effort
four
goes
Switches.
into the
Look at
game?
Newcastle,
Okay.
man.
Well, at least it comes with that free demo game.
The demo game is actually you got to pay for it. It's $10.
So it's shit.
No, it's actually a good game. Yeah, it'll tell you features and stuff from the console, but you can't be free.
Nah, I'm
Say
out,
the
man.
Wii, Jesus.
Take that.
You guys are overreacting. It's ridiculous. Just look, you're gonna buy it anyway, you stupid idiots. All right, you can't afford nothing. Jesus, stupid.
Suck your mum.
Just whatever,
Yeah,
innit?
your mum, man.
Weirdos, you're still gonna buy it. You broke ass. Get a second job. Get a third job.
Good.
Do an OnlyFans.
The Nintendo Switch 2, but this is so bizarre. This is one of the weirdest launches or pre-launch for a console. Their responses, the people they've got in charge. That Bowser, how funny that his name is Bowser. Was it EA he used to work for? And it just, what does that tell you? Now he works for Nintendo of America. I just want to say, listen, it's coming from me. If you can't afford it, you're broke. For hardcore Nintendo fans, if people are getting one, cool. But the fact that these games are going up to $80, $90, this is bad for the industry. They're the first to do it, to up these prices. We had the live stream, that live stream they did, and they were screaming, reduce the price. The games for Mario Kart, at the minute, the game looks really cool. And I know they're going to do a separate live stream for Mario Kart, and I assume there's more things to do in that free roam mode. But at the minute, what else can you do in that free roam? Now, I'm assuming there's more stuff. It's the way they spoke to their customers. So understands that some consumers may not be able to afford the system. Bowser was speaking about the cost in a recent interview for those interested in Nintendo's overall ecosystem. By the way, how much are they sitting on? Can I just say? Is it like 8 billion or 6 billion they've got in the bank? Bowser told CBC, as we look at Nintendo Switch 2 and you think about the feature sets that I talked about, we believe that the pricing is appropriate for the value of the machine and the gameplay experience overall. Don't mind the price of the console. And I don't think a lot of people were saying, listen, yeah, we thought it was like going to be 400 and now it's 450, 450. I don't think that was the issue as much. I think people would be like, okay, cool. It's a Switch 2, inflation, everything's expensive. It's the way he kind of said these things. We recognize there are some people that may not be able to afford the Switch 2. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available. So people still have an opportunity to come into our gaming universe, be part of these characters in these worlds and see value, if you will, in whatever rung of the platform they come in. We're still not sure what the price will be. I'm assuming in America and Canada, if I'm correct, guys. I assume there's no pre-orders at the minute. But the problem is when you get to the games. And this is what he said. And I totally do not agree with how he's put this. So they also responded to the cost of these £75 in the UK, $80 cost. As I'm assuming it's 90 for physical. And he says about this variable pricing. And it hasn't set a benchmark. So Nintendo has sought to justify its $75 to $80 price tag for Mario Kart World, and pointed to the lower cost of fellow Switch 2 big hitter Donkey Kong Bonanza as evidence it had not established a new, more expensive benchmark. Bowser said Mario Kart World's higher price tag was simply an example of variable pricing that reflected the breadth and depth of the gameplay. I think you can anticipate there will be variable pricing, and we haven't set a benchmark. Where does this go now? This should happen both ways. Inflation isn't a good reason. Imagine you got the bundle of Mario Kart and that free demo game. Imagine. And it came free. The demo game came free with the box. You got the console, you got Mario Kart at a higher price and it was cheaper. I would see more value in that demo game. The fact that they've charged like $5 or $10 to that demo, which is also £5. So it's £5 in the UK. That just screams to me that this is just a demo. They didn't put much work into it and it's devalued that game. You've just said that Mario Kart is this much. Okay, yeah, this is we put this at high because we put a lot of effort into this. That's a £5 because we didn't put a lot of effort in. That should be included in the console. I don't understand. Whether you're a Nintendo fan or not, I just think it's unbelievable that you've got a button on the console and it's locked behind a paywall. And I just think we're coming to the point where games are going to cost $80, $90 physical. And again, it's a knock-on effect. It's a knock-on effect. GTA 6 will cost X amount. That's a different matter with GTA 6 because now they're not the first to increase their prices. You know what would be funny? It would be so funny if GTA 6 came out at like £70. Imagine it was like, no, we're charging £70 for the base price. As I said, the knock-on effect is terrible because you will have companies like EA, maybe Ubisoft, then you're going to get these half-baked games and they think they can justify putting up the price. Like when I look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, this was like £58. I would have happily paid more because these developers have put so much. Would I have wanted that to happen? Hell no. But then you've got other developers thinking, you know what, we can put our prices up. And not many people are going to be buying the latest game. Astro's Playroom for free on the PS5. And that is arguably, well, it's not arguably, that is a polished demo. I felt like that was like a short game. That was free on the console. It came with your console. And I think the way Nintendo's going about, it's just so corporate. And to make things a little bit worse, so I bought Tears of the Kingdom for £70. If I bought the Switch 2, I would have to pay, I'm assuming, another £10, is it? So really, I would have spent £80 just for better, well, you do get a few extras with the app, better frame rates. So then you're looking at these games costing £80 in the UK, if I'm correct, because Nintendo have said as well, so there'll be upgrades for both Legend of Zelda games that will cost $10 if you already own them. The games are priced for the Nintendo Switch at $69.99 and $79.99 for Tears of the Kingdom. So what you're looking at is Nintendo Switch 2 edition, that's for the physical price for somebody that has not bought the base game. You said for somebody who has bought Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, the upgrade is $9.99. Again, it's locked behind a paywall. If you happen to be a Nintendo Switch Online and have the expansion pack, or you're an expansion pack member, both of the Zelda upgrades will be included within that membership. Nintendo Switch 2, welcome to a game that's, yeah, so that's going to cost $9.90. Who's going to pay for that? And I think, what's going to happen in the future? So I don't think anyone can disagree with these prices of these games. What is going to happen? So what do we think about this, guys? What do we think $90 will be in normal prices? It can't be. It cannot be normal prices. The Super Mario live stream. At the minute, that free roam mode looks really fun. It looks super, super fun. But the problem is, what else can you do in that free roam? Thing is, how will it sell? Because you've got other handhelds out there. Like, let's be honest, the Wii U as well, because it's all sold out in the UK, guys. The Wii U sold out their first pre-orders, so it sold out initially, and then it's the way it just decided to fall off a cliff. We're definitely going to be talking about Nintendo again. That is nuts for a Nintendo game. We've got Death Stranding 2. God knows how much that game cost to make, and that is costing £70. That is costing £70, and then you've got the collector's edition. So I'm assuming, will there be a collector's edition to Mario Kart World? Do they do collector's editions and stuff like that for Nintendo? I'm trying to think. Reminding everyone of this situation.
Product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360.
Right. So stick with 360. That's your message if you don't, like it?
If you have zero access to the internet, that is an offline device.